So this morning on my Stealth Cam cellular trail camera, I got a picture of a bear, and he wasn't too far from the beehives, and he wasn't too far from the tent. I know how these thermals work on this hill, and he was right downwind of the hives, so hopefully he didn't find them, because if he did and he got into them this time of year, I don't imagine they could recover from a devastating invasion by a bear. It's a beautiful morning though. Sun's just coming up. Yeah, so we're gonna go down. Hopefully that bear didn't get into the bees and he didn't get into the tent. But you know, bears, they're putting on their winter stores right now. The bees have already put on their stores, and there's no more to put on. So, unless I feed them, I suppose. So the bears are hungry. The bees are settled in. And hopefully there's not a disaster waiting for me down there. I don't know. We don't get too many bears around here. They are here. There's numbers of them, but I don't see them right here. I think the last one I got a picture of was 2 or 3 years ago, and he was within 100 yards of us, and we've seen him periodically. Neighbors seen him. Neighbors to the south of me have seen him. So let's go down and take a look. So the bear didn't find the hives. That's a relief. Let's go take a look. It's a little early, the bees aren't out. I saw one flying around. Probably just a guard bee gonna come sting my ass, because they've been pretty ornery as of late. But they look good. But let's go down and check the tent, because he was 50 yards from the tent. So that's good. Everything's good. I'm happy. That bear was about 75 yards. So if here's the tent, that bear was right there and heading this way. So I was thinking of moving that camera, but that's kind of like a pinch point. I've gotten pictures of coyotes, raccoons, fox, cats, bobcat, the bear, a nice 10-point buck, a little buck. Yeah, so that's kind of like a pinch point. I really like that. There is a scrape and a rub right there, and that's why I put it on it. But I'm not getting a lot of pictures of deer, but I'm getting pictures of everything else, because it seems as though everything that's coming along this hill, they all seem to be coming right through there. So that's a good spot. I think I'll just leave it right there. But the tent's good, the beehives are good, we're all good. What could possibly go wrong, right? We've had this tent set up for 3.5 years. We've had zero issues with it, other than the original rainfly. We had the stovepipe going through the ceiling, and that original rainfly had a big hole in it to allow the stovepipe to go through, and debris was getting in there and piling up and causing some issues. We replaced the rainfly. We put the stovepipe through the wall, replaced the rainfly with one that doesn't have a hole in it, because we didn't need the hole for the stovepipe to go through the ceiling anymore, and it's made a world of difference. So this tent is a Davis tent. The rainfly is from Davis tent. The rainfly is a vinyl rainfly, and it's the most important part of this whole system. Not only does it keep the sun off the tent, which is important, it keeps the rain off the tent, it keeps the snow off the tent. If we didn't have this rainfly on there, I don't think that this tent would still be standing. In the wintertime especially, this rainfly protects this tent from snow. Snow can be wet, it can be heavy, and these vinyl rainflies allow that snow to slide off. If there's a really, really wet, heavy snow, I'll be sure to come down and pull the snow off. The biggest danger to any tent in the winter is the heavy snow load. And I've heard a lot of horror stories about people leaving their tent set up. They get a wet, heavy snow and their tent collapses. The rainfly helps eliminate that, but it's not a total cure. I do have to come down and pull the snow off this roof periodically. If we get a really heavy, wet snow, there's no doubt I'm coming down to pull the snow off. I've never had this thing load up so much that I thought it was in danger of collapsing, not even close. But just to be on the safe side, I do come down and pull the snow off. And I've got like a rubber squeegee on a long handle that I can reach up and pull the snow off and get the load off that. This is a Sunforager treated canvas. This tent is held up quite well. The rainfly is not supported by the tent. The tent is freestanding underneath this vinyl rainfly. So any weight that from the snow that ends up on the rainfly is not putting any pressure on the tent. The airspace also lets the top of the tent breathe. There's no contact, no place for moisture to be trapped and start to degrade or compromise the canvas. And that's one of the things that you could have problems with in cheaper quality canvas tents. They don't have the Sunforager treatment. And moisture and mildew are the nemesis of canvas. Mildew and mold will destroy canvas very quickly. So it's really important, I think, to have a space between your rainfly and your tent. So you can also get the fire rated Sunforager treatment, and that's what we have on this. So you're not going to burst into flames. Or one of the questions I get asked is, how much did it cost to put this tent up? That's a really hard question to answer, mainly because it's been 4 years since we bought this tent. Prices have changed, prices of lumber have changed. I would say the best thing to do if you're thinking about setting up a canvas wall tent is call Davis Tent directly. So because we're getting closer to winter, I need to get the wood stove reconnected. We leave the wood stove in there. We just slide it in the corner to get out of the way, but we do take the stove pipe down. I got to reconnect the stove pipe. So that's what we're going to do this morning. So with that bear being so close to the hives, he had the possibility that he could come back. I'm going to be proactive. I've got a solar powered electric fence that I use around my garden. We're going to put that around these bees. I'm not taking any chances. I brought these bees along this far. We're not going to take chances. I put it on the inside to keep it safe from the bruin if he comes back. I don't suspect he will. Well, there's only one way to find out if it's working, and that is test it. Turn it on. Yep. Oh gosh, yeah, it works. Hopefully this will keep the bear away from the bees if he comes back. He wasn't too far away this morning. We're not taking chances. So hey, thanks for coming along. Thanks for watching. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and we'll see you later. Hopefully he doesn't come back.